Finally, after 10 years of sweat, tears and enduring insults by East Europeans who learned English through the channel chat, it finally happened. I have achieved every World of Tanks player's dream by getting featured in one of QuickyBaby's best replay commentaries. Most of you have likely seen QB's video of my 11,000 damage game. If not, I will add it to the end screen recommendations, along with my own video from that game, for anyone who is interested. That said, I must state that QB pretty accurately read my mind throughout the game, especially at the end with the disappointing FV heartbreak. But anyways, it wasn't all good news. After checking the comments, I was shocked. Firstly, by the guy begging to check out his YouTube channel, pathetic. And secondly, by the criticism of my misplay at the end of the game. But, as most of you have already known, I'm a very receptive human being who can work with feedback very well. As you can see in my reply to one of the critics called buff_mcnap3065. I'm most obliged for your gracious observation concerning my most unceremonious blunder in the final engagement with that distinguished FV, an error, I confess, of the highest tactical indiscretion. Also, Nemaim mentioning that the K91 was ass. And he's right, but usually I call the K91 my teammates. By the way, I don't have anything against tomatoes. Everyone starts off as one. Even I was a tomato myself a few years ago. As you can see, by my first tier 8, the IS3. But that was before I discovered Klaus Kellerman's YouTube channel. Anyways, so nearly a month ago, when I played this game, I thought I finally had it after all these years. A perfect game, which every YouTuber wanted to share on his channel.
You're not that guy, pal, trust me, you're not that guy.
But in retrospect, the game is not that exciting. As for most of the game, I went off in the red line and got lucky that the enemies just pushed in like zombies. Well, expect one, that chosen one being the FV, who was the only one with a brain, and surprise, it only needs one enemy who has his monitor switched on to outplay me. Hats off to him. Anyways, back to my point. So I uploaded the replay on VOD Records mentioning my YouTube channel in the description, in the hope that somebody might actually use the gameplay and give me a shoutout. Then a month later, QB showed the gameplay in his video, featuring the best games of the anniversary challenge from the NVS clan. But to my unpleasant surprise, he didn't mention my YouTube channel, which had me guessing that he probably saw my description and thought, hey nice, a fellow clanmate who also makes World of Tanks videos. As a good player, he probably makes tips and tricks videos which do not roast me. Then proceeds to check my channel out, only to find clips of him getting roasted. Otherwise, if you don't do this at least once a year, you will turn into a furious and mean Brit.
Fuck me, this team was shit! These absolute morons. Fecking morons. Useless tits.
For instance, the undisputed GOAT of World of Tanks. Reminder for the fun police, these are just friendly banters and are not meant to be taken seriously. But then QB responded with a 16-minute of yapping about why he thinks Vents are better than Rammer.
You fucking
Calmly reevaluate my misplay.
idiot! Oh my god, it's the one!
After seeing these clips, he sent me a voice message via Discord explaining the reasoning why he didn't mention my YouTube channel in his latest video.
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt.
But all jokes aside, I have nothing against QB, even though he occasionally trash talks bad players on his stream in front of thousands of people. But if you could hear the things which I say when I play casually on a Friday night in front of my cat, I would be permabanned from any streaming platform, including Kick. Anyways, back to my point, that I wanted to thank QB. Him, besides with Jingles, were the YouTubers which made me hooked on World of Tanks. But wait, should I be thanking or blaming them for that? Just kidding. I used to watch a lot of his videos back in the day with my older brother. And I still do nowadays, but without my older brother anymore. He was wise enough to quit the game for good. Man, I still remember the good old days where he had his Comet intro and World of Tanks wasn't full of OP premium tanks and occasionally new maps every other year. But enough nostalging about the past, which is gone and won't come back. Therefore, let's look into the bright future of World of Tanks, which looks absolutely cooked.